Hello, I'm Gabriel Serra from the University of Aveiro, and I will walk you through the contents of Module 1 about cork cultivation, harvesting, and processing. There are two types of cork oak agroforestry systems, cork oak woodlands and cork oak forests. The woodlands are less dense than the forests and are one of the most characteristic components of the ancient Mediterranean landscape. The cork oak is found in southern Europe and North Africa, in areas with Mediterranean climates and poor soil. It can adapt to extreme temperatures and drought. However, the ideal yearly temperature is around 13 to 16 degrees Celsius. The cork oak has over 40 variants grouped into 4 categories. They vary in flowering period, leaf shape and size, and tree form, and they can grow up to 16 meters tall. They usually have a broad, round-topped head and glossy green, holly-like leaves. It is an evergreen tree that does not drop its leaves. The thick and knobbly dark gray bark, which covers it, is the portion known as cork. Cork oaks start bud development in February-March, and their leaves last for 11 to 18 months. When they're about 15 to 20 years old, cork oaks blossom and fructify from April to May. Cork oaks mostly grow spontaneously from acorns, but in the 90s, the EU incentivized artificial regeneration of cork oak stands on agricultural lands. Site preparation may involve disc harrowing, deep plowing, providing nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium fertilizer, and very frequent irrigation during spring and summer times when precipitation is low. The cork industry depends on sustainable cork outputs and forest management. These forests are sustainable because stripping cork does not harm the tree. The sustainability of cork oak trees in the cork industry is essential for environmental protection, social and economic structures, and preventing soil erosion and desertification. Forest serves various functions, including economic, environmental, and cultural, contributing to sustainable development. Some criteria such as resources and carbon cycles, ecosystem health and vitality, productive functions, biological diversity, protected functions, and the many respective indicators that can be seen in the table are used to assess and regulate sustainable forest management. Regarding threats, the cork oak has few significant illnesses. 100 of them are pathogenic, but only a few primary diseases can harm healthy trees. However, some external factors such as droughts and rising temperatures can make the tree vulnerable to some infections. Certain infections, like insect pests, diseases from fungus, and climate-induced physiological stress, droughts, and frost, can kill cork oaks. Climate change can impact productivity and make cork oak forest ecosystems vulnerable to pathogenic diseases. Factors such as extended droughts, wet seasons, and disease-friendly environments create ideal conditions for infectious diseases to spread in oak forests. Cork oak trees are stripped 15 to 18 times at 9-year intervals, starting at age 25, with the best cork harvested at age 43. The process involves 5 stages: opening, separating, screening, extracting, and then waste removal. The cork stripping is a manual process and requires high-skilled workers. Cork is extracted by carefully separating the bark from the tree to avoid irreparable damage to the tree. Cork peeling is carried out manually using a stripping axe and 2 workers, and attempts to automate the process using advanced methods like high-pressure water jets or laser beams have been deemed impractical. The intensity of the cork stripping is defined as the area of the removed bark in relation to the tree size. The rings on a cork cross-section tells how old the tree is. Each complete ring represents 1 full year. The year of extraction is painted in white on the stem after cork removal to help forest management. So, for example, if the cork was extracted in 2005, the number 5 is painted on the stem, as can be seen in the picture. Cork extraction requires skilled professionals who must avoid damaging the tree while removing the bark. Removing cork affects the tree's physiology, increasing stem transpiration and disrupting nutritional processes. Industrial mills store cork raw materials outdoors in a sloped and cemented area to prevent rainwater from pooling and contaminating the cork. The piles of cork planks can be positioned regularly or randomly, depending on how they are unloaded from the truck. The planks are stored for at least 6 months, but due to production seasonality and cost, processing occurs with shorter storage periods. Then the planks are collected, boiled, and sorted to remove waste, mold, and stains. The raw cork is divided into 3 types. First is the virgin cork. It is a type of cork extracted when the trees are still very young, around 25 years old. Therefore, it contains some defects, such as deep fractures. Secondary cork refers to the second extraction of cork, 8 to 9 years after the first, and it is still not in its best quality. The reproduction cork is the best quality one. It happens from the third extraction onwards, when the tree is already around 43 years old. This quality is suitable for the production of wine stoppers. Cork defects affecting its quality include insect galleries, nail defects, deep sulcus, stains, and wet cork. These defects make the cork plank unsuitable for the production of wine stoppers. The industrial processing and commerce of natural cork depends on plank thickness, which is classified by classes for additional processing. The ideal thickness for stoppers is between 27 to 32 millimeters, and a 9-year cork production cycle meets industrial needs in the main producing regions. Cork planks are evaluated for quality in a visual manner through the evaluation of the plank's transversal, radial, and belly surfaces. The quality of cork is divided into 6 classes, and the main characteristic taken into consideration to assess the quality is the porosity. The more pores the cork plank has, the worse is the quality. Prices of cork vary according to their thickness and quality class, and a composite variable has been suggested to express the value of cork. The best priced cork in the market belongs to the first to third quality class and has a thickness of over 27 millimeters, making it suitable for wine stoppers production. After the raw cork planks are received at the mill, they are held in ambient conditions and then go through a procedure known as preparation, which entails boiling in water, trimming, and classifying planks. To make cork stoppers, production cork planks are boiled for 1 hour. Water is treated in a closed autoclave, and heat exchangers circulate water at 95 degrees Celsius. Boiling cork planks in water flattens them for cutting and improves the plank's quality, but also weakens them significantly. Cork planks are air dried for 2 or 3 days after boiling to stabilize and flatten them. Cork planks with high moisture content are dried using either natural air drying or forced hot air drying in chambers. Once dried, they enter the manufacturing process for stoppers or discs.